The truth is unavoidable. You didn't think it was like this, did you? You were comfortable. You convinced yourself it was enough. But now it hits you. That weight, that cold slap of truth you've been running from. The life you thought you had is nothing but a lie. This is where the old voice screams to quit, but the new one whispers, keep going. You've been living in a false comfort zone, a bubble that kept you from seeing the reality around you. You didn't know how far you'd fallen, didn't realize how much you've been holding back. But now you can't unsee it. The gap between who you are and who you could be is wide. It's terrifying, and it's staring you in the face. You've ignored it for years. It was easy to pretend it wasn't there, but you can't hide from it anymore. The truth is unavoidable. That voice inside, the one that's always tried to comfort you, to convince you that everything's fine, it's done, it's broken, and now something new is stirring. A force inside you that's been quiet, but now it's awakening. It's hard, it's painful, but it's necessary. So what do? Are you going to stay stuck, or are you ready to step into something more? Comfort isn't a blessing, it's a cage. You've allowed yourself to stay in it, thinking the walls would protect you. But those walls are made of lies. The truth is you've been avoiding the hard work, avoiding the grind. You've been avoiding what you need to face your own potential. The truth is unavoidable, and this is where it all changes. No more pretending, no more excuses, no more comfort. Now it's time to rise. The fear, the doubt, they're going to scream louder than ever. They'll tell you it's too late, that you can't change now, that you're too far gone. But listen to the new voice that's coming to life, the one that's telling you you can, you must. You don't need to hear from anyone else. This isn't about external validation. This is about a choice. You choose. Are you going to fold or finish? You've been living in silence, but not anymore. No more ignoring the truth. No more waiting for the perfect moment. The truth is here now. It's in your face. It's in the pit of your stomach. You can't go back. The door is closed. You've crossed the line. You're not falling behind. You're being rebuilt in silence. Everything you've done up until this point has been preparation. Every moment of pain, every mistake, every struggle, they've been the building blocks of the new you. You just didn't know it yet. But now you do. The gap is wide, but it's not impossible to close. It's only impossible if you choose to keep running. The moment you stop running, the moment you embrace the truth, that's when the game changes. That's when you begin to close the gap. Step by step, day by day. You can feel it, can't you? That discomfort, that nagging feeling that something's missing. It's not a curse, it's a gift. That's your signal. That's your wake-up call. The truth is unavoidable. You've been avoiding it for too long. But now, you have to face it. No more waiting. No more stalling. The work begins now. This is where the shift starts. What you do next will define who you become. You can stay in that comfort zone, wrapped in your excuses, or you can step into the unknown. You can stop pretending. The lies are over. This is your moment. You're not falling behind. You're being rebuilt in silence. Do you feel that? The tension in your chest? That's the pressure of potential. That's the feeling of greatness beginning to take root. It won't be easy. It never is. But it will be worth it. This is just the beginning. You're still in the middle of the battle. The first step was just facing the truth. Now you have to decide. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to quit? The truth is unavoidable. You've crossed the line. The comfort zone is gone. Now you're on your own. And the question is, what will you do with this newfound truth? The fight isn't over. It's just begun. But now you know what's real. The lie is gone. The truth is here, and it's calling you forward. You're not who you were yesterday. The truth is unavoidable, and you're just getting started. What happens next? The worst battle you will fight is the one within yourself. You've done it. You've faced the truth. You've stepped into the arena. But now comes the hardest part. It's not the world that's holding you back. It's you. It's the voice inside your head that keeps telling you, you can't, you're not enough. Just stop. And it's loud, so loud. It's the same voice that's held you back all these years. The same voice that made you question your own worth. The same voice that made you fold when you should have fought. but now he's still in there. The one who folds, but now you move without asking permission. You've been at war with yourself for so long. That internal resistance, it's not some distant battle. It's right here, inside you. It's the doubt, the fear, the hesitation, and it's the enemy you've been avoiding. But you can't keep avoiding it. You can't keep running. The truth is, this fight is the one that matters most. The world, the obstacles, the doubters, they're nothing compared to this. The battle inside you is the one that will determine whether you rise or stay stuck. You don't have to win this war alone, but you have to start the fight. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep listening to that voice that tells you to quit? Are you going to keep listening to that old version of you that's afraid to fail? Or are you going to stand up and face it head on? It's time to make a choice. My power is my own. You've been handing away your power for too long. You've been letting fear dictate your decisions, letting doubt keep you small, but no more. The moment you decide to stop fighting yourself, that's when everything changes. You want to grow, you want to become the version of yourself you've been dreaming of. It's not about the external world. It's not about the people who doubt you. It's about this internal battle. This is where the real fight is. You don't have to win this war alone, but you have to start the fight. There will be days when you don't feel like moving forward. Days when that old voice will scream louder than ever. It will tell you to quit, to stay safe, to hide. But what you do on those days, that's what defines you. This isn't a war that ends quickly. This isn't a fight where you can just make a decision and expect it to be over. No, this is a battle that lasts as long as you keep resisting. The moment you stop fighting yourself, the moment you accept who you really are, that's when the game changes. It's time to stop pretending you can run from your own fear. That fear is always going to be there. It's not about erasing it. It's about learning to move forward anyway. It's about choosing action in the face of doubt. My power is my own. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to have all the answers. But that doesn't matter, because perfection is a lie. Movement is what matters. The simple act of standing up every time you fall. The decision to keep going when your mind says stop. You've done it before. You've folded when things got tough. You've allowed fear to keep you from moving. But now that stops. Now you move. Even when you're afraid. Even when you don't have all the answers. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for someone to give you the green light. You don't have to win this war alone, but you have to start the fight. The first step is facing the truth inside. The truth that this war is yours to win. The moment you stop blaming others, the moment you stop letting fear control you, that's when you begin to change. That's the fight, right there. And you can't back down now. My power is my own. It's time to stop lying to yourself. It's time to stop telling yourself that you'll do it tomorrow. You've got no more time to waste. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is that voice inside you that's too scared to act. But here's the truth. If you let that voice win, you'll be stuck in this same place. A year from now, 5 years from now, you'll be here, still fighting the same battles, still feeling the same regret. So ask yourself, do you want to keep fighting the same fight? Or do you want to finish this battle and rise? You don't have to win this war alone, but you have to start the fight. No more excuses. No more waiting for the perfect moment. The only perfect moment is now. This moment, right here. You stand and you fight. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. You've been in the shadows too long. You've been hiding from the truth too long. Now you face it. You fight it. You own it. My power is my own. So get up, right now. It's time to make the decision. Will you fold, or will you fight? Will you let fear keep you where you are? Or will you rise up, no matter how hard it gets? This war, it's your war. And the only question left is, what are you going to do about it? The battle is just beginning. The choice isn't easy, and there's no going back. You're standing at the edge, and you know it. You can feel it. Everything you've done, everything you've faced, has led to this moment. This is the moment you either walk away, or you take everything you've been avoiding and turn it into power. It's time. The internal war has built to this point. You've fought the doubts, the fears, the excuses, but now it's bigger. This isn't about surviving anymore, it's about deciding. This is where everything changes. I choose to build. I choose to create. You want something different. You want more. But that's not enough. Wishing for change has never been enough. You've spent too long hoping someone or something would deliver you to the life you want. But here's the truth. Change isn't something that's given to you. It's something you build, brick by brick, choice by choice. You're at the point of no return. The past pulls at you. The old version of you screams to stay comfortable. The fear of failure, the fear of looking stupid, the fear of falling flat, all those fears claw at your heart, and they will never stop. They will always be there, lurking. But here's the truth. Action kills fear. Every moment counts. Don't wait. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting for permission to move forward? Are you going to keep letting fear hold you back, letting excuses keep you small? Or will you stand up right here, right now, and choose to fight for the future you know is possible? I choose to build. I choose to create. The clock is ticking, and you know it. Every day you wait, you lose. Every day you hesitate, you stay stuck. The world doesn't wait. Time doesn't wait. So why are you still standing here, hesitating? You've waited long enough. Action, no matter how small, is the only thing that shifts your life. That's it. No magic, no fairy tale, just action. Every decision you make, every step you take, moves you closer to the life you want. But if you keep hesitating, if you keep telling yourself tomorrow, you'll wake up in 5 years, 10 years, and wonder why nothing's changed. I choose to build. I choose to create. The only way out is through. You can't wait for the perfect moment. There's never going to be a perfect time to start. The perfect time is now. This is it. This is your moment to decide who you are going to become. You can stay stuck, or you can break through. You're not falling behind. You're being rebuilt in silence. But that rebuilding, it starts with one thing: decision. What do you want more? To stay comfortable? To stay small? To keep waiting for something or someone to make it easier? Or do you want to step into your future? To create something that's yours? To stop being a spectator in your own life? Every moment counts. Don't wait. The enemy is the hesitation, the procrastination, the lie that tells you that you need more time, more preparation, more of anything. It's a lie. You have everything you need right now, right here. This is where the truth hits hardest. You can stay stuck, or you can build. You can stay the same, or you can decide to create a new future. The choice is yours. The decision is yours. I choose to build. I choose to create. You don't have to wait for the applause. You don't need validation. No applause, just proof. The proof is in your actions. It's in the work. It's in the decision to show up, even when it's hard. It's in the choice to move forward, even when you don't have all the answers. You'll never have all the answers. You'll never feel 100% ready. But here's the thing. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to take the first step. The moment you commit, that's when the universe opens up. That's when everything starts to align. But you have to choose. No one else is going to choose for you. I choose to build. I choose to create. You've been playing small for too long. You've been hiding in comfort, avoiding the truth. You've let fear hold you back, and now you're staring down the consequences of that inaction. So what will it be? Will you keep hiding, or will you take ownership of your life? Every moment you hesitate, every moment you keep waiting for the perfect time, you're choosing to stay stuck. And that's the truth. Waiting doesn't get you closer to your goals. It just keeps you in the same place. So make the choice. Make the decision. Build. Create. Start now. Every moment counts. Don't wait. You have the power to shift your life. You have the power to change everything. But that power doesn't come from wishing. It comes from action. It comes from standing tall in the face of fear, in the face of uncertainty, and still choosing to take the next step. This is your turning point, your moment of choice. And the truth is, you're either going to look back with regret, or you're going to look back with pride. But the only way to be proud is to choose now. So choose. I choose to build. I choose to create. And the future, it starts now. Resistance is ruthless, and every excuse feels like a battle won by weakness. You can feel it now, can't you? The pressure, the weight of it all, the battle you thought was over, that was just the beginning. The moment you made the decision to move forward, to break through, everything in you started fighting to pull you back. And it's not the world that's holding you back. It's your own mind. It's the excuses you've told yourself, the lies you've believed for far too long. I am stronger than my excuses. Every excuse is a trap. Every reason to stop, every thought telling you not today is a chain trying to bind you. Resistance is relentless. It doesn't let up. It doesn't care how hard you work or how much you want it. It will show up every time you try to take a step forward, every time you try to break free. But here's the truth. Excuses are lies. They don't protect you. They keep you small. They keep you stuck. So, are you going to fold or are you going to finish? Every time you hesitate, every time you let fear win, you stay stuck. The past version of you wins. But that version of you is dead now. You decided. You made the choice. The only question left is, are you going to honor it? I am stronger than my excuses. Resistance is the enemy, and it doesn't show up like a soldier on a battlefield. It shows up in the form of thoughts. It's too hard. You're not ready. Maybe tomorrow. It's sneaky. It's deceptive. It wears you down, little by little, until it feels like quitting is the only option. But that's the trick. Quitting doesn't make it easier. It makes it harder. It makes you weaker. Fear doesn't control me anymore. This is the part where the old you tries to convince you to go back to comfort. It tells you that failure is just around the corner, that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it. And every time you listen, you lose a piece of your power. But here's the secret. Every time you face resistance head on, every time you refuse to listen to those lies, you get stronger. Every battle with fear, every battle with doubt, makes you more unstoppable. The truth is, you have a choice. You don't have to follow the path of least resistance. You don't have to take the easy road. You can stand firm. You can rise above. You can face the storm and still decide to move forward. I am stronger than my excuses. You've heard it 1,000 times. Excuses don't change anything. They just delay the inevitable. They keep you in the same place. They make you think you're safe, but really, they're slowly killing your potential. You think comfort is safety, but comfort is poison. It's the enemy of growth. This is where you break the chains. This is where you stop listening to the lies. The excuses don't control you anymore. You control them. So what's it going to be? Are you going to fold under the weight of your excuses, or are you going to break through them? Every time you choose to act, no matter how small the step, you chip away at the resistance. Every choice you make to keep going, to stay disciplined, is a victory. Fear doesn't control me anymore. The battlefield isn't out there. It's in here. It's in your mind. And every day you step onto that battlefield, you have two choices. Let the excuses win or fight back. Every moment you hesitate is a moment you lose. Every minute you waste listening to the lies is a minute stolen from your future. This is it. This is the moment you decide who you really are. The resistance will always be there, but it doesn't have to win. You can rise above it. You can become the person who faces fear and moves anyway. That's who you are now. The old version of you is gone. The one who doubted, the one who let fear control them. That version is dead. You are stronger than your excuses, but it doesn't stop here. The fight continues. The war is never over, and the resistance, it'll keep coming. But now you know the truth. You're stronger than it. You're stronger than your doubts, your fears, your excuses. I am stronger than my excuses. So here's the question. When it gets hard, and it will you keep fighting? When the excuses come flooding in, will you let them win? Or will you stand your ground and keep pushing forward? The choice is yours. Every time you fight back, every time you refuse to let fear win, you become a new version of yourself. You get stronger. You get closer to the person you were always meant to be. Fear doesn't control me anymore. This is the battle. This is where it gets real. Will you keep moving forward, or will you let the excuses take you down? Your future is waiting. Your dreams are waiting, but it's up to you to make the choice. You've already started. You've already made the decision to move forward. Now it's time to finish the fight. The war isn't over, but you're winning. The road is long, but there are no shortcuts. This is it. No more hoping. No more waiting for the magic moment. No more looking for a fast way out. The truth is simple. Real transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's built in the grind. It's forged in the repetition. It's the small, consistent actions you take every day that turn your decision into reality. Discipline doesn't ask. There's no applause for this. No one's watching when you show up, when you keep moving, even when every part of you wants to stop. This is where you separate yourself from the ones who wish for success, but never claim it. It's not glamorous. It's not flashy. It's not easy. But it's the only path that leads to the person you want to become. The temptation is always there, isn't it? To take the shortcut, to find an easier way. You want it quick. You want it now. But that's not how success works. There are no magic pills. There's no secret formula. There's only one way to get there. The long road of consistent daily action. The only way out is through. Every day you'll face the choice to show up or to give up. The easy choice. To quit, to take a break, to wait for the right moment. But the moment never comes. You want to get to the top, but the climb doesn't work that way. It's not about the destination. It's about the next step, and the one after that, and the one after that. You don't need perfection. You just need consistency. And consistency doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for a better time. It just shows up, every single day, without fail. Discipline doesn't ask. The days will get long. You'll feel the weight of the grind. And in those moments, the voice of resistance will creep back in. It'll whisper to you, it's not working. It's not fast enough. Maybe you're not cut out for this. But that's just the lie. The truth. The work is paying off. Every day you show up, you're putting in the reps. Every small action compounds. Every effort stacks. It's not glamorous, but it's effective. So what are you going to do? Are you going to fold, or are you going to finish? Every time you decide to skip, to delay, you delay your future. Every time you make excuses, you stay stuck. You get farther from who you're meant to be. But every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you build the foundation for the life you want. The only way out is through. Success isn't about magic. It's about the relentless pursuit of small wins. It's about mastering the art of showing up when no one's watching. The true champions are the ones who build their empire brick by brick, without ever stopping. They don't wait for a sign. They don't wait for a motivation. They just work. Because they know this simple truth. Action is the only currency that matters, and it won't always feel like you're making progress. Some days you'll wonder if it's worth it. Some days you'll wonder if you're even moving at all. But when you stay consistent, when you keep pushing forward, no matter how small the steps, change happens. The results may not come immediately, but they're coming. Every single day you show up, you're rewriting your future. Discipline doesn't ask. You can't afford to wait for the perfect moment. It won't come. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. You need the ability to stay the course, even when it feels like nothing is working, because this is where the game is won. In the trenches, in the grind, in the process. You want to be great? This is how greatness is built. Not by taking shortcuts, but by doing the small things, day after day. The truth is, the work doesn't get easier. It gets harder, but that's where the growth happens. The struggle is your power. The grind is your fuel. Every time you push through, you become more of who you're meant to be. Every step forward is a victory. Every rep, every task, every small action adds up to something bigger than you can see right now, and it will pay off. But only if you stay disciplined. The only way out is through. You don't get to skip the work. You don't get to escape the grind. It's the price you pay for success. There's no way around it, but there's freedom in that. The path is clear. The steps are simple. Show up, work, repeat. The results will come. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they'll come. Discipline doesn't ask, are you going to fold now, or are you going to finish what you started? The work isn't done. The grind isn't over. And this is just the beginning. You've made the decision to move forward, but the real challenge begins now. The path is long. The steps are small, but every one of them counts. And with every step you take, you move closer to the person you've always known you could become. The only way out is through. You're not done yet. Not by a long shot. Every day you stay disciplined. Every day you show up. You're becoming someone new. You're building something no one can take from you. And no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you want to quit, you keep going because you know the truth. The road to success doesn't have shortcuts, but the road is yours to walk. One step at a time. Discipline doesn't ask. The old you must die, so the new you can be born. You've done the work. You've fought the battles. You've stuck to the grind when it would have been easier to quit. But now is where the real shift happens. This is where everything you've done, every sacrifice, every drop of sweat, every day you pushed past your limits, this is where it starts to make sense. The old version of you, it's gone. And in its place, a new you, one who doesn't need permission to rise. You are not who you were yesterday. The past you, the doubter, the one who hesitated, the one who feared, has no power here. That version of you is dead. You've already buried it. Every time you showed up when you didn't feel like it, every time you fought through the resistance, you were chiseling away at the old self. And now, the new version of you stands tall, unshakable, no longer bound by past doubts or failures. You're here, and you're just getting started. But don't mistake it. This isn't a transformation that happens overnight. It's the slow, steady march of someone who understands the power of their own identity. You aren't becoming something you weren't. No, you're becoming who you were always meant to be. This is who I am now. The shift is permanent. It's in your bones now. The old stories you told yourself, they don't fit anymore. You don't need validation from anyone outside of yourself. Your belief is your power, and that belief is unbreakable. Every step you take now is anchored in that truth. You've outgrown the old version of yourself. You're no longer questioning your worth. You're no longer wondering if you're enough. You know it, and that knowing, that's the foundation of everything you'll ever achieve from this point on. But don't expect the world to hand you anything for it. No applause, no congratulations. The truth is, most people won't even notice the shift, and that's exactly how it should be. This isn't for anyone else, it's for you. Your progress doesn't require an audience. It's already been proven in the work you've put in. The results, they're coming. But you don't need anyone to tell you they're coming. You know it already. You are not who you were yesterday. The doubt is still there, isn't it? The whispers of the past, of who you used to be, will always try to creep in. It's natural. It's easy to slip back into that old story, to question yourself, to wonder if the old you still has control. But listen carefully. That's not you anymore. That's the version of you that's been left behind. And every time you hear those whispers, you get to choose whether or not you let them have power over you. That's the key right here. The choice is yours. Every time the doubt tries to creep in, you decide whether it's allowed to stay. Every time that old voice of fear rises up, you get to decide if it will have any influence on you. This is who I am now. The past no longer defines you. It no longer holds you hostage. The version of you that was unsure, the one who played small, the one who took shortcuts, that person is gone. What remains is the warrior who has fought through the hardest battles, battles that no one saw, battles that you fought alone. But in those battles you found your power, and now, it's undeniable. You're not waiting for a new identity. You're not trying to become someone you're not. You are what you believe, and what you believe now is that you are already that person. You are already the version of you that's unstoppable, that's unshakable, that's here to do the work and claim the victory. You are not who you were yesterday. The world won't always understand your transformation. They won't see the work you've put in behind the scenes, but you don't need their approval. The only validation you need is the one that comes from within, because now, you know that who you are is enough. You know that your identity is already aligned with your vision. You're not hoping anymore. You're not wishing for change. You've already changed. And it's hard to let go of that old identity, isn't it? It's comfortable. It's familiar. Even though it's holding you back, it's what you know, but you're past that. You're past the point of looking back, because the only way to move forward is to leave that old self behind. This is who I am now. Every decision you make from this point on is rooted in the new version of yourself. Every action is aligned with your true identity. And this is where the magic happens. You're not acting anymore. You're being. You've embodied the change. You've stepped fully into your new self. And now, you move from that place of knowing. You move from that place of power. The battle's over. You've won. The old you is dead. What remains is the unstoppable, unapologetic version of you that will no longer accept anything less than greatness. And the world is about to see what you're capable of. You are not who you were yesterday, and you don't need anyone to remind you of that, because you know it. You've proven it, and no one can take that from you. The old identity has been shed. The new one is permanent. And now, the work continues. The grind doesn't stop. But this time, it's different. This time you don't need validation. You don't need to look over your shoulder. The only thing left is to rise. And you will. This is who I am now. The shift is real. The change is permanent. But now, you're on a new level. And the next chapter, it's waiting for you to claim it. And you will. What was once a battle is now a victory. You've earned it. Every sleepless night, every second spent pushing through the pain, this is the moment you've been fighting for. The person you used to be. They've disappeared. What's standing here now is someone unrecognizable. This is no longer a struggle. This is mastery. And the world is about to see it. The results, they speak for themselves. Your transformation is undeniable. You've become the person you once feared. The doubts that once clouded your mind. Gone. The fear that paralyzed you. It's been replaced with an unshakable conviction. No more hesitation. No more waiting for permission. This is your life now. And the results, they're the proof. Every action, every decision you make from here on out, it's rooted in who you've become. There's no looking back. The future is here. You have become what you feared. You are now the unshakable. You thought you had to fight for this. You thought it would always be a battle. But now you realize this is who you've always been. This identity you've fought so hard to embody, it was in you the whole time. You weren't becoming someone else. You were returning to who you were always meant to be. This isn't about perfection. It's about power. The power of knowing that you can show up day in and day out and claim your place. The world is yours, but you don't need its approval to know it. You don't need anyone else's validation to walk in your power. You've already built it. You are no longer a slave to your past. You are no longer chained to the doubts and fears that used to define you. The old you is dead. The new you, it's unstoppable. You've risen from the ashes, and now nothing can stand in your way. No hesitation, no fear, just action, just power. The journey, it's ongoing. But now, you walk it with your head high, knowing exactly who you are and where you're going. And the beauty of it all, you created this. You didn't wait for the world to change for you. You didn't wait for circumstances to align. You made your own reality. You built it with your bare hands. Every choice, every step forward, was you deciding, this is who I am now. And with that decision, you changed everything. You have become what you feared. You are now the unshakable. But don't fool yourself. There's no finish line. This doesn't end here. The person you were meant to be doesn't stop. This is a lifetime commitment. Every single day you'll show up. Every single day you'll keep walking forward. The battle, it doesn't stop. But the difference now is that the fight isn't against yourself anymore. It's about building, about mastering your legacy. And that legacy, it's being built in real time. It's being forged by your daily actions, your unwavering belief, and your refusal to back down. This isn't about the applause. This is about the mark you leave behind. And make no mistake, your mark will be undeniable. This is the life I've built. This is who I am. You've gone from the person who doubted to the person who commands respect. You've gone from the person who waited for opportunities to the person who creates them. You are no longer a spectator in your own life. You are the creator, the architect, the unshakable force that now shapes everything around you. You've become the embodiment of your potential. And now, as you stand at the summit, you realize something: the work doesn't stop. It's only just begun. The life you've created isn't one of mediocrity. It's one of endless growth, of constantly evolving into the next level of greatness. You're no longer trying to prove anything to anyone. You've already proven it to yourself. You have become what you feared. You are now the unshakable. Now it's time to walk confidently into the future. You know who you are. You know what you've built, and you're not stopping. The old battles, the old struggles, they no longer have a hold on you. You're no longer fighting against resistance. You've become it. You've learned how to bend the world to your will. And as you continue to build, as you continue to walk in your unshakable power, the world will watch. They'll see the results. They'll see the legacy. And when they do, they'll realize something. You weren't waiting for them. You were always meant to create this. This is the life I've built. This is who I am. And the next chapter, it's waiting for you to claim it. And you will. The next step is even bigger. Are you ready for it? You are who you've always been meant to be. Now it's time to live it. The past is gone. The dreamer is dead. You are the proof. Every moment of hesitation, every time you told yourself it wasn't possible, every time you doubted what you were capable of, it's all behind you now. You've stepped forward. You've broken through. You've built a legacy, not in the future, not in some distant dream, but right here, right now. This is who you are now. There was a time when you questioned if this could ever be your reality, but that was the old you, the weak you, the one who didn't believe. And now, that version of you is nothing but a fading memory. The person you are today, unrecognizable. Every choice, every moment of discipline, every time you fought through the pain, it led you to this. You are the evidence of what's possible. The living proof that change isn't just a wish, it's a commitment. The life you want, it's already happening. No permission needed. You don't need anyone's approval anymore. You don't need someone to tell you that you can. You've already told yourself. You've already made the decision. This isn't just a dream anymore. It's your new reality. The only thing left to do, live it. I don't ask for permission. I make my legacy. The past doesn't control you. It whispers sometimes, doesn't it? The old voice, the one that tells you to stop, that you haven't come far enough, that you'll never be enough. It tries to remind you of where you started, but the truth is, it has no power anymore. You are who you decided to be, not who you were, not who they told you to be. And now, the old you is nothing but a shadow, a distant echo. I don't ask for permission. I make my legacy. You've earned this. No one can take this from you. No one can decide for you. They can try, but it doesn't matter. You've built this with your actions. You've fought through every obstacle. You've stared down every fear. And now, you're living the results. You don't need applause. You don't need praise. You don't need them to tell you that you've made it. Because you know, you feel it. The life you want, it's already happening. You are the living proof. Every step you've taken has been building to this moment. Every decision, every action, every moment of sacrifice. It wasn't for some far-off dream. It was for now. You didn't just change who you were. You rewrote your entire story. I don't ask for permission. I make my legacy. The world is watching, but you don't need them. You don't need their validation. You don't need their approval. They don't define you. They can't. You are the proof, and that's all that matters. Every time you move forward, you show the world what's possible. And every time they try to tear you down, you rise higher. The life you want, it's already happening. Walk with purpose. You've already built it. You're living it. There is no more waiting. There's no more hoping. You've stepped into your power. The future doesn't come. It is here, now. And the legacy you've built, it's not something you'll leave behind. It's something you're living right now. Every step you take, every decision you make, every breath you breathe, it's part of the legacy. It's part of your story. I don't ask for permission. I make my legacy. This is the shift. The person who once doubted is gone. The person who waited for approval is gone. The person who hesitated is gone. Now, you are who you were always meant to be. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to explain it. Your life speaks for itself. The life you want, it's already happening. This is your moment. What happens next?